So as you can see, we got a pretty big snow in eastern Kentucky. And that means I'm just gonna sit inside tonight and tie deer hair jigs. So don't mind my junked up workstation, but I'm gonna walk through what I've got here. I got my little vise built on a little stand. I used to have a box I had everything in. Ended up losing that 2 years ago in a flood. I've got my deer tail. I have some cement. So it's, glue. I got different sized little jig heads. Well, just spilt those. Just leave it in, no use putting it in the bloopers. And I have some twine, thread. Okay, so I start by putting my jig into my vise on the hook end. That way I can put the hair up and go around with my twine. Not hitting anything. Next thing I do is get a base going on these. And just get a little hair going and tie a little knot. Or get a little hair, get a little twine going. Tie a little knot. Okay. I can spread that down just a little bit. Cut me off some deer hair. These are kind of little, so I'm kind of getting the middle hairs. Oh, my dog's not happy about it. Save the outside for some bigger jigs, but you can use whatever you want. You just get you a bunch up that you think is going to be good on that. On that jig. You get down and cut the base. And get you a clump of hair off. There'll be some scragglers. You put that up over your jig, and then you just start twirling it. You'll do that until you get till it's covered real good, or it'll spin some. My dog's not happy right now, but should be okay. Mommy walked out. And you'll get better at it as you go. I get better. Usually after about 4 or 5, I've got my back in the swing of it. But anyway, you'll just keep doing this, and I won't bore you, but you just keep going around like this until you get that all covered in twine. And then after I get it twisted there, I just put a little knot in it. Do this. Just tie a little knot. Then I cut my twine. And I come in with my glue. And just go over it with a little coating. I'm sure to get it all around that thread so it'll hold. And there we go. And you can trim this up if you want to. There'll be a couple hairs fall out sometimes. But it's whatever you want to do. You can make it symmetrical or whatever, but I just use them like that. So one other thing I'll say about these, or doing this stuff, is it's pretty cheap to do. Like, I think these vices, you can find them for like 15 bucks. Like any scissors will do, but I bought the scissors. They're like 10 bucks. The glue's a few dollars. The thread and this little holder, well, the little holder's probably like 8 bucks, but what I'm getting at is it's a pretty cheap little hobby to do through the winter. Keep you from being so bored in the winter time, and pretty cool to catch fish with something either you've killed or one of your buddies killed a deer and you've got the tail. Just something cool to do. And you can also give them to your fishing buddies. That's pretty cool to do too. But overall, just a fun little hobby. I picked this up when I was about probably 12 years old. My uncle got me a kit, and it was just something I'd stopped doing for years. You know, life gets busy, but I started back doing it, and it's pretty fun little hobby to keep you busy through the winter months. Something else I thought about is how you fish these or what you fish for. We used to fish them with put a grub worm on and just troll with them, and we'd catch crappie, bass, walleye. I've caught everything on them, so they're great all-around bait.